Hello students, in this lecture we will discuss segmentation memory management technique. In the previous lecture we discussed paging where the main memory was divided into fixed size frames and the logical address space was divided into similar size of pages. Now this division of pages was done irrespective of the way the program is structured. Generally users view as programs as a combination of different segments or modules where one module may be the main program and then we can have a different function called in the main program. This function may call another function or main program may call some other function. Then the compiled code have a symbol table. We have a stack associated where the data is placed. So the entire program is made up of different modules. So user and if these modules, the division of these modules is done based on the hardware, that is the way the frames are divided, the size, one module may span different pages. So when a particular module is being executed, so we need to ensure that these pages which contains that segment should be there in the memory at all times. So it may result in there may be page faults and then the same segment or module may take more time in execution. So some designers thought of ki why not divide the program according to the user's point of view. So the segmentation technique came into picture. Segmentation is a memory management scheme that supports user view of memory. It segment is a logical unit such as main program, procedure, function, method, local variables, global variables, stack, symbol table, arrays and so on. Each segment has a name and a length associated with it, and to make it simple, the segments are referred by a segment number. The logical address issued by the processor constitute of segment number and the offset within that segment, that is the word within a segment or the address of the word within a segment the CPU wish to read from. This is just a pictorial representation of the user's view of a program, which is a combination or a collection of different modules or segments. We can have a subroutine, a stack, a segment for a symbol table, main program, and a separate segment for a SQRT. And these segments can be placed anywhere in the memory where there is a space to accommodate that particular segment. The entire user area in the memory is a contiguous space, and whenever a segment need to be there in the main memory, it is only allocated that much space that it is requesting for. So there is no internal fragmentation in this memory management technique. However, this technique may suffer from external fragmentation. For example, if the segment 4 has 1000 words or long length and it leaves the memory, then we will have a 1000-word hole in the memory which can be occupied by different processes whose space sum up to 1000 words. It can constitute another segment of 1000 words or two segments of 500 words or any other combination. So as the time proceeds and different segments enter and leave the memory, these segments leave small size holes dispersed throughout the memory, and these holes then become so small enough so that they cannot accommodate any big segment, resulting in external fragmentation. This is just the basic hardware that is required to implement segmentation. We need to have a segment table that is a two-dimensional and table where we have two entries per segment number. This table is indexed by the segment number and it constitutes the base or the starting physical address where the segments reside in the memory, and the length or the limit field that specifies the length of each segment. So we need a memory mapping technique to convert the logical address, a two-dimensional address, into the physical memory, which is still a one-dimensional sequence of bytes. So this is the basic mapping hardware that is used. The CPU issues the address which is constituting of the segment number and the offset, and we have a segment table indexed by the segment number, and each entry has a limit and the base associated with each segment. So the segment number issued is used to access the table, and then the limit and the base values are read from the segment table. Now this limit or the length is compared with the offset, and if the offset is less than the length, then only it is allowed to proceed further. Otherwise, and the unit sends a trap to the operating system citing addressing error, because that particular address is trying to specify an address that does not belong to this segment. For example, if a segment is of 100 words and the logical address constitute 120 in place of offset. So whenever this address is issued, the segment length is checked with the offset value, and the offset is 120 and the segment length is 100. That is, this the address is trying to, CPU is trying to refer to an address that does not belong to this segment, so an addressing error is issued. If the offset is less than the length, then only we proceed further and we add base to this offset value to find the actual address of the accessed word. Now suppose that particular segment starts from 120, so the address 0 of this segment will be at 120, physical address segment word 1 will be at 121, and so on. So whatever offset value issued is added to the base value to read the respective word. So this is just a description of whatever we have discussed in the previous slide. These are the advantages. There is no internal fragmentation because only that much space is given to a particular segment that it is requesting for. The segment table consumes less space than the page table because there are less number of segments as compared to pages. The scheme inherently provides protection, as we have seen. If a segment if the CPU tries to issue an address that does not belong to a segment, it is not allowed to read the word. Then the drawbacks are this scheme suffers from external fragmentation. Now this is an example how you map a logical address to the physical address. Segment table is given constituting of 5 segments from number from 0 to 4. Now the first address that is issued by the CPU is 0, 430. That means the offset is 430 and the segment number is 0. So we use segment 0 to read from the table. The length of this segment is 600. The offset issued is 430. That means 430 belongs to this segment, and yes, we proceed further and add the base, that is 219 to 430, to get the respective physical address 649 from the memory. Then the second address 1, 10, that is segment number is 1 and the offset is 10. Again the length of segment 1 is 14. So obviously the 10th word belongs to this segment, and yes, we proceed further and add 10 to the base address of this segment, that is 2300 to 2310 is the respective physical address of the given logical address. Now the third example, that is segment 2 and offset is 500. Segment 2 constitute of only 100 words and the CPU is issuing an address to read the 500 words of segment 2 that does not belong to this segment. So a trap will be sent to the operating system by the memory management unit that this is an illegal address. Then the fourth example, that is third segment with 400 offset. Again 400 is less than the length of this segment, that is 580. So we proceed further and add 400 to the base address of this segment 1327. The last example is of segment 4 with 112 address. So segment 4 has only 96 word length, though the 112 is does not belong to this segment. So again an illegal address instruction is issued. Now pure segmentation is not very popular, so it is used in conjunction with paging to get the best features out of both the techniques. In segmented paging, the logical address space is divided into variable size segments, which are further divided into fixed size pages, and the main memory is divided into fixed size frames. Pages are smaller than segments, and each segment has a page table, which means every program has multiple page tables, and the logical address is represented as segment number, page number, and offset. This is basically the three components of the logical address issued by the processor, segment number, page number, and the offset within a page. Each page table contains the various information about every page of that particular segment. The segment table contains the information about every segment. Each segment table entry points to a page table entry, and every page table entry is mapped to one of the page within a segment. Now this diagram represents how the mapping is done from the logical address to the physical address. CPU issues the address which constitute of the segment number and the offset within a segment. Now this offset within a segment constitutes of the page number and the offset within a page. So these are the further components, broken components of this value. Now the segment number is used to address the segment table, and from there we get the segment limit and the page table base, starting address of the page table of that particular segment. Now this segment offset is checked with the segment limit or the length. Again, if it is less than, then only we proceed further. That means the page number within a segment and the offset within a page should belong to that particular segment only. So this check is done here. Now we proceed further. We take this segment offset, and from this segment offset we derive the page number and the page offset. Now this page number value P is used with the base starting address of the page table from the segment table to refer to the exact page number in the page table. Now from there the frame number is retrieved, and then the offset is used to calculate the physical address as it was done in the paging technique. So how this mapping is performed? The segment number indexes into the segment table which yields the base address of the page table for that segment. We check the remainder of the address which constitutes of the page number and the offset against the length of the segment, and then we use the page number to index the page table. The entry is the frame number, and we use the frame number and offset to get the physical address. Now this is an example of segmentation and paging. On a system using paging and segmentation, the virtual address space consists of up to 16 segments, where each segment can be up to 2 to the power 16 bytes long. The hardware pages each segment into 512 byte pages. How many bits in the virtual address specify the following: segment number. Now we will see what all information we can retrieve from this. There are 16 segments. That means we need 4 bits to address each segment number. So segment number will be of 4 bits, and each segment is of 2 to the power 16. तो entire virtual address कितना हो गया? 16 into 2 to the power 16, that is 20 bits, क्योंकि हमारा total logical address space कितना हो जाएगा? 2 to the power 4 into 2 to the power 16, that is 16 segments of 2 to the power 16 bytes. तो total कितना हो गया? 2 to the power 20 bytes. तो हमारा total logical address हो जाएगा 20 bits का, because the entire memory is 2 to the power 20 bytes. Out of this 4 bits we have taken as segment number because there are 16 segments. तो 16 segments को individually identify करने के लिए we need 4 bits. तो 4 bits हमारी निकल के आ गई as the segment number which is depicted by S in the given figure. Now each segment is divided into 512 byte pages. तो जो offset हो गया within a page will be 9 bits, because 512 bytes मतलब 2 to the power 9 bytes हैं. तो 2 to the power 9 bytes को individually address करने के लिए हर एक byte को we need 9 bits. तो offset हो गया हमारा 9 bits का. तो जो remaining हो गया 20 में से हमने 4 माइनस करे, उसके बाद 9 माइनस करे, तो टोटल 13 माइनस करेंगे तो बचेगा 7 बिट्स. तो हमारा पेज नंबर हो गया 7 बिट्स का. वी कैन ऑल्सो फाइंड द पेज नंबर ऑफ पेजेस एस. एक सेगमेंट हमारा 2 to the power 16 बाइट्स का है, और उसके अंदर जो पेजेस हैं हर एक पेज का साइज 2 to the power 9 का है. तो नंबर ऑफ पेजेस कितने हो गए? 2 to the power 16 अपॉन 2 to the power 9. टोटल मेमोरी डिवाइडेड बाय वन सिंगल ब्लॉक. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपके पास एक रूम है जिसका एरिया दिया हुआ है आपको, और आपको एक टाइल का एरिया दिया हुआ है, एंड यू हैव टू फाइंड हाउ मेनी टाइल्स विल बी यूज्ड टू कवर द फ्लोर ऑफ दैट रूम, है ना. तो उसी तरीके से आपको मेमोरी का सेगमेंट का साइज़ दिया हुआ है और उस सेगमेंट में एक पेज का साइज़ दिया हुआ है. तो हाउ मच how many number of pages will be there, you simply divide the segment size by page size. So 2 to the power 16 divided by 2 to the power 9 comes out to be 2 to the power 7, that is 128. Therefore page number is of 7 bits. So virtual address space will be of 20 bits. Out of that, first 4 bits will be of the segment number, the inner 16 bits will be of the segment offset, and that segment offset is further divided into 7 bits of page number and 9 bits of page offset. So similar type of questions come for this topic. Again a different question. In a page segmented system, virtual address consists of 32 bits, of which 12 bits are displacement and 9 bits are page number. So find the page size, maximum segment size, maximum number of pages and maximum number of segments. The entire address is of 32 bits. Out of this 12 bits are for displacement, तो D के लिए 12 bits आ गई, पेज आर यूज फॉर 9 बिट्स. अब अगर डिस्प्लेसमेंट 12 बिट्स का है, इसका मतलब पेज साइज कितना हो जाएगा, 2 की पावर 12, दैट इज़ 4 KB. पेज नंबर हमारा 9 बिट्स का है, दैट मीन्स टोटल नंबर ऑफ पेजेस कितने हो जाएंगे, 2 टू द पावर 9 पेजेस इन वन सेगमेंट. तो टोटल 32 बिट्स में से हम 9 और 12 माइनस करेंगे, तो हमारा 9 और 12 का सम माइनस करेंगे तो हमारे पास आएगा 11 बिट्स. तो सेगमेंट नंबर विल बी ऑफ 11 bits. So that means there are 2 to the power 11 segments. Each segment will be of 2 to the power 21 bytes. ठीक है, 9 + 12 21. So maximum segment size कितना हो गया, 2 to the power 9 pages and each page is of 2 to the power 12 bytes. तो total हो गया 2 to the power 21 bytes का एक segment हो गया. Now maximum number of pages कितने हो गए, 2 to the power 9 pages per segment और there are 211 segments. So total pages हो गए 2 to the power 20. 2 to the power 11 segments हैं और हर एक segment में 2 की power 9 pages हैं, तो total pages हो गए 2 to the power 20 and maximum number of segments are 2 to the power 11, that is given. So you can divide the address, total virtual address, into 3 components: segment number, page number and offset. So if you get 2 values, you can very easily calculate the third one. Now the fourth question, another example. A computer system has the segmented paging for virtual memory. The memory is byte addressable. Both virtual and physical address space consist of 2 to the power 16 bytes each. The virtual address space is divided into 8 equal size segments. The memory management unit has a hardware segment table, each entry of which contains the physical address of the page table for the segment. Page table are stored in the main memory and consist of 2 byte page table entries. What is the minimum page size in bytes, so that the page table for a segment requires at most 1 page to store it. Now थोड़ा complicated question है. We have 2 to the power 16 bytes of virtual address space and physical address space is also 2 to the power 16 bytes. Now it is divided into 8 equal size segments. So segment number तो 3 bits का हो गया, 8 segments है तो we need 3 bits to identify each and every segment. The remaining 13 bits, that is the segment size, is of 2 to the power 13. क्योंकि जो 16 बिट्स का हमारा टोटल एड्रेस था उसमें से 3 बिट्स सेगमेंट नंबर को निकल गई, तो जो सेगमेंट साइज बता रही है दैट इज़ PND कॉन्स्टिट्यूट ऑफ 13 बिट्स. तो सेगमेंट साइज हमारा हो गया 2 to the power 13 का. साइज ऑफ द पेज टेबल शुड बी लेस देन इक्वल टू पेज साइज. ठीक है, तो दैट इज the requirement in the question, because it says कि page table for a segment requires at most 1 page to store it, so it cannot be greater than the size of the page table should not exceed the size of the page. That is the requirement given in the question. So size of the page table is less than equal to page size. Let it be n. So number of pages कितने हो जाएंगे, 2 to the power 13 upon n. ठीक है, n इज पेज साइज. तो नंबर ऑफ पेजेस कितने हो गए, टोटल जो हमारी मेमोरी ऑफसेट जो है सेगमेंट ऑफसेट वो 2 to the power 13 का है, तो 2 to the power 13 divided by n will be number of pages. Now the another formula that we have used previously in paging also is size of page table is number of entries into size of each entry, that is 2 to the power 13 upon n into 2. Size of each entry is 2 bytes की. और पेज साइज नंबर ऑफ़ एंट्रीज़ कितनी है हमारी, नंबर ऑफ़ पेजेस जितनी होंगे उतनी नंबर ऑफ़ एंट्रीज़ होंगी, तो 2^13 अपॉन n इंटू 2 दैट इज़ 2^14 upon n. So 2^14 upon n should be less than equal to n, that is the requirement here in the second step. तो उससे हमारा फॉर्मूला निकल आएगा n will come out at 2^7. Therefore the page size should be 128 bytes and the number of pages will be 2^6, that is 64. क्योंकि जब हम नंबर ऑफ पेजेस निकालेंगे 2^13 upon 2^7 तो will come out as 2^6. So number of pages will be 64 and page size will be 128 bytes. So this is all about segmentation and paging with segmentation. Hope you are able to get the concepts.